Hello everyone, we were able to obtain the Huawei Pura 80 Pro right away. So today, we're doing a quick unboxing and first impressions. Now, as usual, let's start with the accessory. The packaging is basically the same as before, with a white base and a gold logo. The 100W charging brick has become more compact, but the charging port has changed from the previous USB-A or USB-C to a USB-C standard. The data cable is still a 6A C-to-C cable. The included protective case is a PC hard case with a frosted finish on the back. Okay, so this is the Pura 80 Pro itself. Out of 5 stars, how many would you give it? In terms of design, comparing the Pura 80 Pro to its predecessor, at first glance, there doesn't seem to be a huge difference, especially the front with the same screen size, the same quad curved display, and nearly identical screen corner radius. However, when it comes to the actual color options of the device, the difference is quite obvious. Both are white, but the Pura 80 Pro has a very glossy surface, which really gives it a ceramic glaze-like feel. The texture of the phone in person is indeed very good. Last year's P70 Pro, on the other hand, had an AG frosted glass design, so they're two different styles. The middle frame is the opposite. Last year, it was a glossy aluminum alloy, while this year, it's been changed to a brushed metal finish. Additionally, the back cover of this Pura 80 Pro has noticeably more pronounced curves on both sides. Coupled with the curved middle frame and the smooth transition to the curved glass on the front and back, it feels thinner and more rounded in the hand compared to the previous generation. I think this is handled very well, because many current models with equal depth quad curved screens use a flat middle frame, which can feel a bit sharp to hold. Regarding this triangular camera deco, if you turn it sideways, it looks like an emoji. Aesthetics are subjective, but if you typically hold the phone with your right hand, it's actually quite comfortable. Your fingers have a considerable amount of room to move. This year on the Pura 80 Pro, perhaps due to the 1-inch main sensor, the camera deco protrudes more overall. It's also shifted more to the right and lower down, which encroaches more on the space for your finger. Of course, compared to phones with a large circular Oreo camera module, it's still more comfortable for right-handed use. However, if you hold it with your left hand, it really gets in the way of your finger. On the side, there's the power button with an integrated fingerprint sensor and the volume rocker. The downside is that they're all positioned rather high up, because for this side-mounted fingerprint sensor, you need to cover about 2/3 of its surface area to unlock the phone. So in a normal grip, have to adjust your hand and reach up a bit. You can compare this with the power button placement on other phones and see for yourself if this position would be uncomfortable for you in daily use. Of course, Huawei has added some functional interactions to this capacitive fingerprint button. For example, in the settings, you can set a double tap to open the camera or launch Alipay's QR code scanner. You can also set it to adjust the zoom level by swiping up and down, or to take a photo with a light touch when the camera app is open. This time, it comes with Harmony OS 5.1 out of the box. Regarding the in-depth experience of the pure native Harmony OS Next, the fluency and animations were very good, but the software ecosystem was still lacking in many areas. Many apps were not adapted for it, and even the ones that were adapted were missing a lot of features. It's fine if you have a backup phone, but it's difficult to use it as your main device on its own. From my initial hands-on experience, there are a few noticeable changes. For example, the system now comes with Droid Thong pre-installed. You can directly install APK files downloaded from the internet. The installation interface and process are basically the same as the previous Harmony OS 4.3 version. This saves you the trouble of having to search for the installation package within Droid Thong yourself. Previously, many games couldn't be installed, like Genshin Impact or Honkai Star Rail, but now you can directly download and install the APK files. But some apps are still subject to a whitelist restriction. For example, GFX Bench still cannot be installed. Previously, you couldn't move the icons of apps installed by Droid Thong outside of their folder. Now they can be moved normally, and you can also organize them into folders manually, but they will have a small text label. But apps installed by Droid Thong are still all locked at 90 Hz. In terms of the processor, the Pura 80 Pro still uses the Kirin 91010. You all should be familiar with the theoretical performance and efficiency of this processor. You can basically refer to last year's Pura 70 Pro. As for the camera, we took a few sets of photos for you to take a look at. Of course, we will analyze the detailed photo and video performance in a future video. That's all we have to share for today. We will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.